Right, so Another Year,
effect, yes.
which is the new movie by Mike Leigh. Do you know who Mike Leigh is?
No.
He is one of our most
Spike's brother.
acclaimed... Mike Lee's style, you might have heard of this guy implicitly, but you've forgotten,
Right.
which is what he does is he doesn't write a script. He hires actors to be in his films, and then he sits down with the actors and they improvise characters, and they like talk it over with each other, and they come up with this weird way of coming up with a character and then placing them in a situation and deciding what they're going to do. And it takes about 6 months before he even
So
shoots
it's
the
a sort
thing.
of big organic.
Yeah, like, you know,
thing.
it sounds a bit arty-farty, but hey, it seems to work. And then makes a film out of that, quite, you know, actor-friendly and all that sort of stuff. What is ironic is Americans are idiots, and every time he makes a film that's somehow internationally renowned, he gets nominated Best Original Screenplay, even though he admits he never writes a screenplay. So his new film, called Another Year, is about an aging couple called Tom and Jerry. They reference the gag a couple of times, you know, but get over it. Jim Broadbent plays Tom, and basically they're a lovely couple. They love each other very much. They've got a very nice, stable life, and kind of the antithesis of this is all their friends represent the others of society. The people. There's an old university friend who's a bit of a drunkard and hasn't, I think, got divorced from his wife because of it, and is a bit lonely. And there's a character whose wife's just died, and he's really struggling with like how to carry on without her. And basically, the film is an exploration of relationships, but its essential premise, and this is a hoop, is that everybody dies alone. Everyone will die alone, no matter what you do to avoid it. Love is great, love is important, but it's also limited and will end in destruction and your untimely death. But they do it, but they don't say that to each other. They do it by saying, do you want a cup of tea? Cup of tea? Have a nice cup of tea? And they have a lovely sip of cup of tea and they have a biscuit, and then you can just see it in their eyes. And that sounds pretentious, but that's true. That's how it works. And at the centre of it is Mary, their friend, who's like never married. She's had bad luck with relationships, and she's played by an actress called Leslie Manville. It's such a heart-rendering performance, and it's so emotionally honest. And I know the irreverence has died a little bit, but I just want to say it's a cripplingly sad film, but it's incredible. I'm going to go and see it again because I was slightly dumbstruck by it. It's so achingly. Just give me.
What was it called, sorry?
Another Year. Another Year is a sort of, you know, it's not called a year because it follows a year in the life of these people, but it's another year. It's kind of this tone of jumping between the two, and I suspect it's going to be one of my favourite films of the year, and I suspect it's my favourite Mike Leigh film. I mean, I know it doesn't sound like everyone's cup of tea, people talking about existential angst over cups of tea and biscuits, but it's a really, really interesting, really rewarding film, and all I can say is that Mike Leigh's last film, Happy Go Lucky, drove me crazy because it's just Sally Hawkins going, "Oh, isn't the world great? I'm having such a good time." Everyone goes, "It is such great. Have to have a good time," and the optimism of it all just it got to me. So this is more, if you're like me and like going to the cinema on your own because you can't stand other people poking you halfway through, asking if you're enjoying it and all that sort of stuff. If you want to revel in loneliness and the bitterness of existence whilst watching people make cups of tea, that's very important. Yeah. And I like tea. Then this is the film for you. It's not a date movie, but it is a good movie.
Good.
Another Year, new Mike Leigh film.